Willie D. Live.
What's up, family? Remember Republican Governor John McCain, who served the great state of Arizona for 35 years faithfully? My most memorable moment of his time in office is when he gave the great thumbs down vote against repealing Obamacare. Boy, those Republicans were hot. I mean, he crossed party lines to stand for the people. Well, that guy, he has a daughter. He has a daughter named Meghan McCain. And Meghan supports Donald Trump, your president, a guy who insulted her war hero dad because he was a prisoner of war. Told him he was a loser. Yeah. Can you imagine a 5-time draft dodger calling anyone a loser? Anyway, fam, this dude, Donald Trump, did something really, really awful to Meghan. It really hurt her feelings and it made her cry. And for a moment, I felt some sympathy for her. I wish I would. What did Donnie do this time? He cut funding for brain cancer at the National Institute of Health, otherwise known as NIH. Brain cancer. Yeah, I mean, what's the significance? Her daddy died of brain cancer. That's why she was allegedly so passionate about working with the institution. Anyway, fam, Donnie really hurt Meghan's feelings, and she had something to say about it. But check out the timeline. Before she had criticism for her God, she had nothing but praise. Check out what she said on March 4th, just weeks before Donnie cut brain cancer funding. This is the first time I can remember crying during a State of the Union. Thank you, President Trump. This is so beautiful. Anyone who has been impacted by brain cancer knows how special this is. That was March 4th. Just weeks later, Meghan had this to say to her fellow Republicans. This is wrong. I am absolutely heartbroken at the news the funding for brain cancer research has been completely cut from NIH. My father and millions of others have been treated there for glioblastoma and other brain cancers with miracle doctors and nurses. At NIH, among other treatments, is a proton beam that only exists in 2 other places in America. The proton beam lasers around brain tumors and kills them. It is nothing short of a miracle among all the other cancer treatments at NIH. Those of us who are a part of the brain cancer community are mourning today. America and NIH have always been a beacon of hope for those of us praying for a cure. Some government spending is needed and appropriate. Cancer research is one of them. I am heartbroken by this. Heartbroken. Heartbroken? In order to be heartbroken, wouldn't you have to have a heart? Yeah. Ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. Yeah. See, as long as Trump was taking away things that didn't matter to her, everything was fine. Get him, Trump. My president. I've never cried before. Never been so happy. He started taking away things that matter to you. Now, there's a problem. But here's the thing. Most of them are not going to do anything but cry. They're going to still stick by his side. They're not going to call him out. You see that she didn't call him out. All she did was talk about how heartbroken she was. But she wouldn't call him out. Coward, coward. Check her DNA. John McCain would never. That's the thing that I did respect about John McCain. He stood on principle, and sometimes he was wrong. Sometimes he was right. In fact, he was wrong a lot. But the point is, he didn't mind crossing the aisle if he felt really strongly about something. And I can respect that. He didn't do as much pandering as a politician might do to his constituents, right? Because most politicians, they're going to do whatever those constituents say, but especially the constituents who have the power, the business people, that business sector that got the power. The regular people, don't really matter because they can always just tweak their messaging, and the regular people fall right in line. Whether Democrat or Republican, they fall right in line. But those movers and shakers who got something that they need out of them, they demand accountability, and they get accountability because those leaders know if they don't get what they pay for, it's going to be a problem. I couldn't help but look at Megan and think. Megan now knows the full definition of the same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry. No more talk.